We must pay homage to him.
Collateral damage, but I'ma pay homage. I remember listening to music when I was in college. Even when I was young, I was always seeking the knowledge. Daydreaming of my wife's thighs, cause I love the fraudage. No cap, I'ma always keep it solid. Niggas asking me for crypto even though I lost my wallet. My clients, schizophrenic and psychotic. That's why my relationship with them is symbiotic. Now I said he... It's not your money.
It's not your money.
He is an old soul.
Your crypto esophagus filled with penile protrusions. In a pulse-chain bathing suit with the nippled up delusions. I'm a Pan-African, Haitian-American, humanitarian. Don't trust, verify. I'm not a Luciferian. It's not your money. Mixtape coming soon. No expectations. I learned that from Richard Hart too.
This? And they're like, oh, we're just gonna take your money back. It's not your money. It's not your money. It's not your money. It's not your money.
Hey y'all, I'm launching a new coin. I'm a builder, so make sure you support.
What up? What's going on? Hey, hope you're having a great start to your new year. Everywhere you are. Salute to everybody. You know, first and foremost, let me greet the people who just came into the chat real quick. As always, as what I do, you know, academaciated in the building. Says morning all, still alive in 25. Who could ask for more? 100%. 100%. Then he adds 2024 recap. It's not your money. It's not your money. Oh man, this is how we started. This is how we starting this. Oh my good academacia. This is what we doing. Jason Smith, good morning to you as well. Good morning, y'all. May 2025 bring an abundance to all of us deserving people that have been in this ecosystem trying to make sense out of nonsense. Trying to allow these intangible, computerized creations to generate blessings while we sleep. Yo, I tell you, bro, look, you know, I always say this in the beginning and then I end up messing up, but I try to be consistent as I can because I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect out here, but you know, I'm gonna try to keep this stream to a minimum, whatever that means. Because I gotta rip and run. Anyway, the title of this, John, shout out to Philly. Shout out to everywhere you are. But the title of this, John, is what Johnny Chaos just said. It's not your cheese. It's not your cheese. Okay? It's not your cheddar. Yo, this is how we started, Johnny. It's the second day of 2025. This is what we doing. We can't be doing this, Johnny. I mean, I hear you, man. We can't. This is what we doing. It's not your cheese. It's not your it's not your cheddar. It's not your fettuccine. It's not your mozzarella. Right? Wow. I hear you, man. Happy New Year to everybody. Dr. Moore, Happy New Year to you as well. Dr. Moore is in the building. Johnny's wishing Happy New Year to you. Yo, may we all, including LaDania Moore, be successful, have a prosperous, healthy new year, man. Stable, right? Long life, wealthy in many capacities, and allow this intangible world that we mess with called DeFi. I don't know what to even call it anymore. May it continue to generate funds of blessings while we sleep, while we live our lives with as right with a minimum of foolishness as possible, because we have to have foolishness somewhere. There's gonna be craziness somewhere in this world, but may it not impact us greatly, because I'm gonna take the time out today to talk about some foolishness and leave it here. And I'm just gonna leave it here because it's what it is. It's what it is. Because the smoke hasn't cleared. Where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's still smoke in the air. So I'm gonna address it and leave it here, and we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving, Johnny. You gotta get a wrench. How you don't have a wrench, Johnny? How Johnny Chaos don't have a wrench? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna talk about Bilt Bulletproof and great work. I gotta give this man a wrench, because we're not gonna. This ain't gonna. You know what I mean? Come on now. Support is support. Support is support. This is what we do. J Bug in the building. Dr. Maury said, Happy Gregorian New Year. You know what I mean? So, Bilt Bulletproof and great work. I was very somewhat clear in my last stream on how I felt about the Christmas stream that your founder put out there. Yes, your founder, because I'm still processing some information. I'm not claiming dude as it's your founder, not your founder. And this is all jokes too, even though I be sounding serious. It's all jokes. Jay, everything, I see you. Happy New Year to you and everybody here. So I made myself very clear. And I still had more to do, I have so much more to say, but let's keep it right here, right? I don't like the bulletproof analogy. I get it, but I don't like it. We're too old. We're too old to address certain things in that way. But I get it. You're appealing. You're not just talking to me. I'm just one person out of 8 billion people. Nobody cares. Great work. Subjective. I don't know which ecosystem he was watching where he saw great work, where it was just highlighted, like emphasized. Great work, guys. Great work. I don't know. I saw a lot of work that was not great. I saw some stuff we've been doing to toe the line, to keep pushing forward. To me, that's the great work. Your founders highlighting other things. Some things is above my pay grade, is above my scope. He doesn't pay me for anything I do. Let me be clear on that too, because that was a weak to even say pay grade. Nobody cares. I do this for free. Do this out of the love of, because I enjoy this. And you're talking about inverted pairs and all this calculus. I don't listen, man. I left calculus in high school. Leave me alone, please. I ran away from it. I don't want to know about some inverted pairs. Some things are just beyond. I can't listen, man. I'm not a Mensa candidate, My IQ is not 140, 45, 150, 60 plus 200. No, my IQ is reduced to how much money can we make? Did we make yesterday at 00 UTC? How much money can we make today? How much money could we potentially make tomorrow? I don't want to know about the tips on some inverted A. And then when you're talking about free airdrops and you can't be clear and specific because you got smoke with regulatory bodies and law enforcement agencies, that just is a problem to me when this was built on the premise of how blockchain is speech, free speech, and you got a muzzle on your jibs. That's problematic. That's problematic. It's just problematic. I'm feeling away. I'm gonna continue to feel away. I'm gonna continue to feel away until the shift changes, and I'm gonna address the certain things that is causing me to feel away. I remember when that term "feel away" came out 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It took off, and it's part of our urban vernacular. Nobody cares. But if you're going to talk about great work, include everything, the good, bad, and ugly. Because it's the sum total. The great is everything hasn't been great. Everything has not been great. Let's be real. Let's be real. Lee, I see you. Happy New Year. You know? Jay, everything in the building, gratitude. Everything hasn't been great. We are not perfect people. I get it. We make errors. We make mistakes. I get that. I think part of showing your humanity, that's just me, is acknowledging the mistakes you make. To me, that would allow you to garner respect because you're holding yourself accountable for your shortcomings. Because ever since he installed the bidet to help his loved one have a clean butt, ever since that time period, things have changed with him. 100%. No. You don't. That's irrefutable. You can't. There's no debating. I don't like making excuses. Let's not make excuses. All I've been doing is talking on a device for 3.5 years, and my channel is what it is. And I'm fortunate for having the channel this long, talking about what I talk about. If I had to do it all over again, I would. And maybe my efforts have yielded minuscule results, but even those minuscule results is better than zero. And I stand on that, like the kids. I stand on that type of business. I'm appreciative for that. And I know there's certain things I could have done to maybe expand, grow, network, right? Connect, build the channel, this and that. I could have launched donation phases, launched my own coin, create a sacrifice, join this insider group, pay for that insider group. I could have did all that. What they call it, chase clout. No. I could have did all of that, but I chose not to because that's not my interest. And shout out to those who find interest in chasing clouts. But the difference that I'm not going to shout you out for, and I'm not talking about my viewers, I'm talking about these people that like to chase clout and build their popularity off of attention, seeking attention to no end. What I'm never going to support is you doing something out of false pretense to steal from people. I will never support that. And that's what we've seen repeatedly take place in this community for a year. It's 2025. Do you think that's going to stop? No, it's not. That's actually going to continue because we'll always see something opposite of good things that we're trying to achieve, that we're trying to experience and appreciate. We'll always see the opposite, right? To let you recognize the good. Just don't fall into those traps where you have some brand new nondescript person who comes out of nowhere. It happens, folks. I just saw something last week where somebody out of nowhere, oh, they got the pulse chain badge or the hex badge, and they're already shilling courses from the door. They shilling a course, thousands of dollars. Listen, get your money how you get your money, but don't hurt the people. And why am I going to trust somebody who just came into crypto? They say, and this is what the rumor mill was saying. And I don't like to really engage in gossip, but I sprinkle a little grapevine talk, And they said this person hadn't even been in crypto 2 years, shilling a project or a course between from 3,000 up to 19K, a course. And you got the hex badge or the pulse chain badge. Where'd you come from? And you wonder why. You wonder why. Your founder had to say, okay, don't buy into paid groups. And look at how many people in the community are mad that he said that. Look at how many people are upset that he said that. Don't buy into paid group. If the shoe fit, if you're red bottom Christian Louboutin kicks, if you're red bottom loafers, if the red bottom loafers fit, then wear it. Because hey, paid group. You live in a certain lifestyle too. You flaunt. Because there's people here who talk about their paid groups and they've onboarded thousands of people to their paid groups, but can never really show you stats, right? They can never show you anything to quantify that claim. But they will tell you, oh, if it wasn't for my paid group, you know how many thousands of people I've onboarded? It's convenient to say that. But when you leave it on the level of just saying words and opinions and thoughts and maybe whatever you can, conjure up based on what you were able to receive from the courses that people could have got for free, you could say whatever you want. Because that's the thing. How do you, right? How do you quantify? How do you measure? How do you capture the proof, the data? So many people are into charts. They're into technical analysis paralysis. Shout out to the TA people out there. I'm envious because I'm not interested in analysis paralysis, but I think it's fly how y'all could talk about flying wedge, RSI, MACD, some Bollinger Band, Fibonacci. When y'all get in your bag and you're doing that, I'll be like, yo, that's fire. I don't understand anything they're saying with all the lines they're drawing on the charts, but I think that's fire. But these people with the paid groups, right? They can't even do something to show you an Excel spreadsheet, right? To support their claims on how their efforts have infused millions of dollars in this ecosystem. Because that's the claim. That's been the claim for some of them for a lot. We know who they are. We know who they are. Okay? Paid groups, right? And it's never, listen, the paid group thing is cute to say things like, because, this is about Bilt Bulletproof, great work. It's cool to say things like Cookie the Chocolate, Happy New Year. I see you. I see you out there. I see you. May 2025 bring you nothing but long life, health, stability, and an abundance of intangible rewards, cryptocurrency style. I see people always talk about, or they try to talk about now to justify the paid group. The paid group always seems suspect to me since I entered crypto. Why am I? You just, it's a money thing for you. 2017. Oh, join my mastermind. Oh, join my course. My course, arm and a leg. Hey, listen, I'm a consultant. Okay, I can charge you by the hour, hundreds of dollars by the hour, because when I'm teaching you as far as how to set up your MetaMask wallet, mm, mm, how to send crypto and receive it in your MetaMask, right? 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 It's $850 an hour. All right, just hey, it's okay. We could work on a payment plan. 425 for 30 minutes. How's that sound? That sound good? Okay, well, those are my fees. That's my price. That's what I'm doing for you, and it's a generous. It's actually really 50% off for the first 8 hours of the day. If you don't make that, it's just gonna double. Just letting you know. When I saw nonsense like that take place when I got into crypto, I wanted nothing to do with it. But that's me. That doesn't make me different and better than anybody. I just apply some common sense. Right? People are hustling. People are hustling. It's a hustle. But then the flip side is while they're hustling, they're bringing new. What did your founder say? Oh, more eyes. We need more eyes. So the reasoning, right? I'm gonna check off this box. Not only am I gonna have a paid group, I'm gonna line up my pockets and fund my lifestyle where I may not even have to have a job. This will become my job that I love because I need to convince I'm an educator. And so I'm gonna take all the free information from the internet and package it up and give it to the people who don't want to learn for free, so they could pay me to tell them things that they could have got for free online. And I'm going to let them know, listen, I'm going to let my community know also, listen, this is how much of a good actor I am. Not only am I doing this, providing this service, but I'm keeping you bulletproof and safe. Why? Because this is our personal private network that we're doing, because your paid course. Everybody is not involved. Right? This is exclusive to us. You're paying good money for information that I'm giving you, but I'm not going to tell you that you could get it for free elsewhere, because I'm going to add my own experience to make you believe that that's valuable, so you could continue to tell a friend about my paid course. Make you feel like you safe and bulletproof. We're not going to have weird, nefarious, bad actors in this group, because I am going to vet everybody. No, you're not. I'm going to vet everybody who's paying me this money for this information that I'm delivering. As if they vet people. What are you? Homeland Security? Oh, there's no scammers in this paid group. How you know that? You don't think scammers got bread? You think they're not going to spend money? They're getting to it. They're taking money for sure. That's what they do. But you don't think they're going to spend and try to see what you talking about in your paid group? Stupid. Now, this is the low level thinking that takes place. And this is low level thinking, folks. As far as the excuses you hear from these people that run these paid groups, you want to have an opportunity to create your own clubhouse. You want to pay for it. That's your right. That's like your own secret society, right? Your secret enclave, your secret collection or collective of people doing your own thing, your own time. It's a private membership, private club. You have a right to do that. Yeah. Right? And you're still not capturing how beneficial your efforts, your fake teaching, because it's just you're passing information. You're not an instructor. You're not a crypto professor. You're just transferring information, maybe from your experience, a lot from the internet, packaging it up, making it sound look cute and nice, put a little bow on top of it, and giving it to the world. You're still not capturing how every one of your members in the paid group, what they're doing to add to an ecosystem that you claim you're bringing in thousands, hundreds of thousands, and even millions of dollars worth of monies into. How are you doing that? How are you, right? Do you have their names on a list and they tell you each time they're making a purchase, they're investing, or et cetera, et cetera? No, you don't. So it's easy. It's easy to say, you the top dog, you the top dingaling, you the top swinging schlong in paid group out here. You should be respected. You beat your bird chest. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I'm that guy. Because I brought money to this ecosystem. Prove it. You might have brought money, but these claims that people make? Oh, thousands, man. I'm the top. I should be given props. Prove it. You got your little file, your little accounting, again, Excel, all this stuff, and you did it that you could conjure up to. How can we even verify? It's all conjecture. It's all arbitrary. It's all nonsense. And who at the bottom gets affected the most? It's the person, number one, who's not in the paid group, who's trying to support it, who's trying to support the ecosystem in their own way, right? In a way that's probably smart, in a way that's the least risky as possible, right? Because we get the indirect effects from the actions of these people. Do you not believe that some of these people in these paid groups got the inside scoop? You don't think they have an inside scoop on the goings on of the goings on this chain? Pretend they could pretend like they could pretend like they don't have the inside scoop, that they're not some type of exclusive anything. You could believe them all you want. Believe them all you want. I don't. I've seen how they try to dress up their operations. Oh yeah, I launched this coin. Meanwhile, you were all about Hex. And all of a sudden, Pulse Chain comes out, and all of a sudden, you launch this coin. Oh, you launched a coin in your likeness? You launched a vanity token. Oh, okay. You launched a vanity token. And you continue to express that people in your group knew that you were launching this vanity token, took advantage, which is, listen, I don't know about securities law. I don't know about all this law, blah, blah, blah. But you launch a coin that your insider group knew ahead of time before anyone else. Your paid subscribers, paid mastermind, masterkind, whatever, knew. They had the heads up. They were given a heads up. They acquired whatever they got at an affordable price. And then all of a sudden, your coin launches sometime after that. You see it's making all kinds of rewards and gains. And everybody else is coming in after you and your inside group. How do you think that makes people feel? Do you feel like you're doing good? That's the process of you onboarding? that you bringing so much attention to the chain in such a favorable way that you're the greatest actor. What you've done in those attempts to, teach and instruct and build awareness, that's just been such a success, right? I'm sure you did, because you lined your pockets up, you inflated your ego a little bit more, and you can beat your chest and tell people that you're a leader and that you're a great actor in this space. And that now your voice and your words hold weight. What type of weight? I don't know, because I see right through you. Just like some of us, we see through the BS. Because why? Because it's just what it is. We try to use our brain. We try to listen to what people are not saying. We try to think critically. We try to take things from a simple perspective. And if it's not making sense, you leave it alone. But these people try to dress their operations up as if it's like, it's A1, it's legit. This is what we're doing. This is what's happening here. During this paid group, you're getting all this inside information, pre-sale of a pre-sale, allocation of an allocation. Meanwhile, the thing launches and you're watching certain things happen that everybody outside was not privy to. I remember they threw Martha Stewart in the clink many years ago for inside trading information. In legacy world, inside trading is not a positive thing. It's not a legal thing, but it's a thing. It's a thing that happens all the time. But because over here is wild, wild west, you can make jokes out of the most serious situations. People don't take things seriously over here, right? They could just rock you to sleep and give you information and make you think that, they have your best interests in mind. And they do not. They do not. Oh, this mindset, this group, this mastermind, this effort, this and that. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. That's not how that go. That's not how that go. That's not how that go. So what I'm gonna say is this. Don't get got, people. Don't get got. Don't get got. Learn about the mistakes of the past. Respect history. Respect what's been going on. Really respect what's been going on. Don't forget these weird activities that are taking place here. Because it's easy to say, see, the thing is this. We understand there's always going to be issues happening here. But the thing is about exposing yourself. How much exposure are you going to have to riffraff? How much exposure are you going to lend yourself to opportunity to create more loss in your life? Why would you do that? Do you think these groups are affordable like that? You're looking at the numbers and you're like, man, this number, I could have just kept it in my pocket, not even invest in nothing. I could have kept these thousands of dollars and just held it in my pocket, right? Maybe the information is powerful and useful. Maybe it's not. What if it's not? What if it's not? And then you got people now pissed off. And I'm not even going to say really people, the whole conference thing. The conference, what he said about, don't go to conferences, stop buying these tickets, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, why are you saying this now, sir? That's what why are your founders saying this now? Oh, don't buy a conference ticket. It's just like the timing. This is why I say nobody's perfect out here, man. Nobody's perfect out here. And what's crazy about the whole conference thing, because one of the members in the community who holds conferences, the Hex Conference, I don't have to mention dude's name. You know who I'm talking about. He took offense. He took offense to it, and he's asking for an apology. He's asking for an apology. And I'm saying to myself, bro, this is where what somebody said it before, the rubber meets the road. Like you entitled to your feelings. Nothing more than feelings. Feelings. Huh? Feelings come and go. This is what we're entitled to. Feelings are fleeting, though. We got to deal with hard hitting information. We got to deal with factual stuff here. People, it's more than just about a feeling. We entitled to our feeling, then we process the feeling and we keep it moving. But the facts don't move either way. However, we feel the truth is going to be what it is. Facts are going to be what they are. Let's deal with the facts. Built, bulletproof, and great work. Let's deal with the facts here. Sir, you've held conferences, you've you've headed the conferences, virtual, all that is work that I don't envy. It's work that actually I don't think that I can ever do to that scale. Like the guy, give it up. I give you props for that. 100%. Because not many people in the community are gonna do that. And that deserves recognition in and of itself. And let me give the man his proper acknowledgement. Talk about Maddie, right? Talk about Maddie, for real. Like, yo, you did these conferences and you've been through ups and downs with it, right? One year you had to, something along the lines of that cost you $250,000 for these conferences, man. Like that's bread too. That's a lot. You had a lot. Listen, you have a lot under your belt. You do streams. You're dedicated on that level, bro. I get it. You're dedicated, but you took offense because, RH mentioned, listen, man, don't do paid groups. Stay away from the conferences, buying these expensive tickets or whatever. But you got to understand, Maddie, like, you got to understand what took place last year. We're in 25. You got to understand what happened. Some of the moves you made last year on the blockchain, in the community, this and that. And you got to understand. You have to understand, sir. Like, if you want an apology from RH, right? There's community members that would rather hear you apologize to them first for people saying that you rugged coins. You were part of an act, a rug, bruh. Like, listen here, bruh. You were on a spaces where people were educating you because it seemed like you didn't understand what a rug was. You were on the spaces where people were educating you how a coin that was launched in your likeness and the efforts and operations that you've done was a rug. What you did was rug. However you want to dress it up or whatever. So there's that stain in your reputation that's following you to this day. And to say that you want an apology for Richard and not apologize to the people that were impacted negatively, adversely impacted by that coin situation is a bit absurd, bruh. Like, we got to keep it real. It's absurd. Come on, man. Like this is come on, man. You an influencer by default. Big Smock, I see you in the building. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Dreamy Green, shout outs to you, man. Shout outs to you. Shout outs to all, shout outs to you. Yeah, but like where's this adding up? It doesn't add up. The math isn't mathing in this situation. It's not. And then I get it too. This is the whole thing where it's just there's a series of contradictions and confusing things that are taking place that is beyond me, because 6 or 7 months ago, you say I could understand. No, I can't understand, but like, what's crazy? Maddie's situation, or I should say his position in feeling the way he's feeling about Hex. Not about Hex, feeling that he said the feelings he felt about the conference comment that Richard Hart put out there. Don't support the conferences and paid groups, etc. And then 6-7 months ago, RH was talking about how there's great Hexicans out here. People in the community are holding conferences and they're suing evil and all this, and that's around this time where it was the whole thing with dude launched the coin and it rugged and all. Like it's up and down. It's up and down. It's up and down. Like it's so wishy washy. This is what I'm saying. Like, but built bulletproof and great work. Great confusion. It's great confusion. If you allow yourself to get caught up in the confusion, but be smart. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in the confusion, because this right here just make no sense. You put out a post that said, not him, but RH put out a post that said, oh, the Hexa Kids, good community. They hold conferences and they sue evil. Don't pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about, folks. Some of y'all know. Do the research. I'm not here to just, do all that. But some of y'all know. You praising people for suing evil, but what they did, those people too, oh, they suing evil. You claim they're suing evil, right? And maybe they were suing evil, but they also raised some bread to get listed on some XC. And how's that working out today? An absolute utter, like, what are you doing? Like, that is God, bro. Like, I don't know about your man. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. And then, you just backpedaling, you moonwalking, you moving one way, then you saying something else. Yo, that's your man. RH, that's him. That's your man. That's him. And you can't deny and pretend like this ain't happening. Like this is not what happened. It's not took place. Come on, man. It's like there's a cadre of individuals that's in the system right now, right? Anytime this thing touched SAC, anytime these coins touch sacrifice price, what happened? How long did the coins last above SAC price? How long? What? 10 minutes before people dumped? Like, please, bruh. Please. In a year and a half. Like, I remember the beginning of last year. January period, second week of January, when things were looking a little bit brighter, there was like a 4 or 5x for all of his core coins. And then what happened? People sell immediately. It's like this price suppression has been disgusting. It has been. And then the whole between then and now, look at all the wild stuff that took place between then and now. Between January of last year and January today, a year, just a year, not even the whole year and a half, just it's been crazy. It's been crazy where you got people who are doing things back in the days when BitConnect was out, right? Doing weird stuff. They get together, click up, right? They talk about a project, a new coin situation. They promote it for a little bit, maybe like a rollout, like you introducing a record. This is what they used to do in the record business 25, 30 years ago, right? They do a promotion, right? Before the album comes out, they do, press run 2-3 months. You got this guy that did a press run, like damn near 2 months, going to all the key influencers in the community. Then you want to launch a coin that's Ethereum based. Bruh, you launching a coin that's Ethereum based and you're talking to people that help build your popularity, but the product you created, the monies that people had believing in your product, the monies are still stuck in the product you created. You haven't even fixed that problem completely yet. But you want to launch a new situation where people threw 1,000 ETH in that John. They threw 1,000 ETH in that situation like it's nothing. And they want to talk shit about EHEX to no end. This is where we're at with it, man. And I'm talking about within the last 7 days, the last week, this has been going on, yo. This is what you got going on. You throw 1,000 ETH to some nondescript joint, and then with the whole BitConnect flavor, to it, this is the illest part. Referral link. Those of you who are around back in the days, you understand that whole referral system, it's just Ponzi-nomics on top of Ponzi-nomics, folks. Educate yourselves. Ponzi-nomics on top of Ponzi-nomics. And all the people who supporting that, like, it shows you what you're dealing with right now. It shows you folks have two faces over here, right? Pretend to be leaders, pretend to be good people, pretend to be, influencer because they got a bunch of people who like their videos, click on their thing or whatever, who watch them. None of that matters, man. Especially if they're leading you to slaughter, supporting somebody who's supposed to be a good actor in the community, then their product went to crap, went to garbage, and people still got their money stuck in that staker thing. People still have their money stuck in that. And you still gonna double back and support that again, support whatever endeavor that person is doing before they even cleaned up their house, before they even cleaned up their situation. And this is the system we're in. This is what we're doing. This is what we got going on here. Got all this vitriol and controversy and all this stuff to say about EHEX. But you're gonna love Ethereum so much you threw 1,000 ETH at the thing. Made me remember Proof of Weak Hands. Proof of Weak Hands at the top of their thing, they had 85,000 ETH. Facts. People threw 85,000 ETH into a hourglass contract at the peak. Another contract, I think they got upwards of 30K ETH, 30,000 ETH. This one right here, 1,000 ETH, is notable because we haven't seen anything like that. And Ethereum is much higher as far as value than what it was 5-6 years ago. But to show you, like, there's nothing new. And back then it was referral links too. In the hourglass contracts, you got referral links. You got referral link, boom, boom, boom. If you know, master knows and all this, blah, blah, blah. Somebody use your link, you get a percentage of whatever, they invest in, blah, blah. That's how it go. That's how it go. And then some kind of situation going on because the thing, of course, you're going to see the illest, ugliest red candle from the Ethereum token over there, not EHEX. I'm talking about this nondescript that they threw 1,000 ETH at. So all of a sudden now they did something where the community took over the situation and they want to bring the thing to Pulse, and now it's already out on Pulse. And come on, bro. And that's the building y'all support. No one said you can't build anything. You can't stop people from building. But this is the level of stuff that's going on under the guise of some building or bring more eyes. And dude saying this great work out here, guy. Like, yo, this guy, bro, he's not connected. He can't read the room. Richard Hart can't read the room properly anymore. He can't. He's not. I don't know if you're just disconnected. He's not as attuned as maybe he should be, in my opinion. Because you're giving mixed messages. You already told somebody who runs conferences that he was a good hexagon 6-8 months ago, along with those who were suing evil. And then you just put a thing out there that put a death knell in his operation and in his heart where he wants you to apologize to him. Because it's flip-flop. It's flip-flop contradiction energy across the board too. I contradict myself too, man. Look at how I contradicted myself. I said I was going to keep this whole thing short. My stream short, and I keep talking and rambling because my viewers keep letting me talk. They don't make me stop. They don't say, yo, Wonder, stop, man. You said you weren't going to, you contradicted yourself, Wonder. Yeah, I own that. Yeah, I did. But where's these other guys that, supported that MEXC listing? The ones that try to make people feel like, the toxic RH maxis don't know what they're talking about going against builders. Nobody was going against builders. We're going against grifters. That's what I'm going against. Scammers, grifters. I don't support, never have in the whole 8 years I've been dealing with crypto. Wow, this 8 years, man, 2025. 8 years I've been dealing with crypto. Never supported scammers, man. Where's that guy talking about, he dropped $10,000 to support the MEXC listing. Oh, no, 10,000 of my money. No, it's 10,000 of the money of the people who probably supported your sacrifice projects. Don't act like you that guy, you benevolent and all 10,000 versus 14 million or 9 million or whatever million. Don't act like you benevolent. You know, people be acting like they benevolent out here. 10,000. I put 10,000 though. 10,000 to do the listing. And how that work out? Don't be mad because the whole Interpol, smoke that they have against Rich. Oh, they got scared. Oh, and so Mexi did what Mexi does. They're in it. They have no loyalty to anybody. Y'all should have knew that already. Centralized exchange. You want to be friendly with the enemy. If people want to pay the enemy to continue to be their enemy. Oh, keep enemy, keep whipping me, keep taking advantage of me. Yeah, right. Take my money. Tell me when I can use and please. I embrace the Stockholm syndrome. Central exchange, keep whipping me, keep abusing me, please. Who does that and justify it? Who does that, man? I'm off. I'm like, people, one thing I'm going to try to not do, that I tried my hardest to not do, is one thing I fake. Like, I can't. I like to see the bright side of many things. You give me an ill situation, and depending on how ill it is, I might give you a different perspective on things to give you. Like, in other words, somebody approaches me with some type of hardship they're going through, and depending on the level of hardship, it's like a silver lining in the cloud. Like, I might give you something to think about. That's just how my mind works. So think about that's more positive, right? To level the hardship, to combat the angst or the anxiety and the stress that you're going through. I might give you something else to think that's on the brighter side of things with the same situation. Over here, it's dim. That's a fact. Listen. It's dim right now. And a person who I respect in the community, and I'm not going to put their name out there, but a person who I respect in the community, a few people who I respect mention something that's so raw to me about why certain things are just the way they are, as far as the sentiment being a little bit weird, low, not as high as it should be. We're in a bull market, for goodness sakes, and it just feels like in post chain we still in a bear. The worst thing, this is what I was told, and it's true, is becoming true, and unfortunately is becoming true. The worst thing that happened to post chain, one of the worst things that happened to post chain is a community that's on post chain, and not everybody in the community, but it seemed like the community, the people, they just became its own worst enemy. That's just how. Sit, man. Like, I look at this guy, he's talking. I can't even take him serious anymore, Richard Hart. Like, I can't take him serious anymore, man. I just work with what we have, keep moving. I just take what we have and apply it accordingly up to this point. But as far as like you supporting situations and then backpedaling and then support and backpedal, like, the contradictions are crazy. Even folks who may take offense to what he said in his last stream, they have legitimate talking points going against what I mean. It's to that level. The people with the paid groups, I broke it down on me as far as like how the paid group thing doesn't work for me. at all. But some people in the paid group side of things, they feel like, hey, well, Richard Hart used to support paid groups, and all of a sudden now he flipped this. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Come on. You can't pretend like your status is just like you're infallible and without reproach at the position he's in. Like, yo, these things have been under sack. We tired. How long are these things going to continue to be suppressed? Right? And it's not a call to have him pump the market, because the majority of people we've been hearing last year talk about, we're waiting for him. They even gave him nicknames like Sack Daddy. It's not about that. It's not about that. Like, I'm not gonna say, we wait for him to do that. But yo, this thing been under sack too long, bro. What you waiting for? What are we waiting for? Oh, the ruling for SEC? Oh, that's why. That's the excuse. There was a ruling for SEC January last year when the market was pumping again. And what happened? People dumped. So you mean to tell me what? What? People who couldn't stand Richard, right? Who felt like, that Richard didn't, the projects didn't yield to what was promised, even though there was no expectations across the board. If you look at it a certain way, well, the market did pump. It went above sack price. You could have made off clean. You could have just dumped your stuff and come out, right? Whatever you put in, you got. So how could you really go at him? But the bottom is, it's not just all about him, even though he's the head of this whole situation and he's acting strange out here. Whoever just want to believe in everything he got going on, that's your right. You want to 100% be pro Richard, this and that. He's perfect. He does no wrong and this and that. That's your right. You can do whatever you feel, whatever that's not me. That ain't me. Won't be. That's not how I see it. What I see is a lot of people that have been suffering. And what I see is a lot of people that's continuously sacrificing. Because when you're DCAing, right? If this is what you continue to do, you DCA because you want to believe in what your dollar cost averaging in. You're sacrificing. You're committing a sacrifice by embarking in an act to invest in something that may pay off for you in the future. That deserves a certain level of respect in and of itself. In and of itself. Whether it's for you, whether it's for your future, whether it's for your great grandkids, that needs to be respected. And it's not being respected. With the shenanigans, the deluge of shenanigans that have continuously taken place on this chain, that has overshadowed the work that a few of us are doing, been doing, didn't stop doing, remain committed to do. It's a disrespect. It's a disrespect to a simple investor who wants to take their time, take their energy, take their money and buy into your coins that you want people to have more eyes on. And not acknowledge, really acknowledge that you have hardcore believers, come hook or crook, that have taken the time, taken their money, and it unwavered. And you want to acknowledge foolishness, because when you say there's great work, there's been a great deal of foolishness taking place versus the honorable work that few of us have done and continue to do. There's no respect there. Mm-mm. What was I told? Well, what did I what was I told? What was I taught? 2021, 55, 55. That's ancient talk. No one talks like that anymore. And sometimes when I think about how people have chased the influencers, have they chased big channels? They chased people like that man ran, crypto man ran, Banter guy, Bubbles. I call him Bubbles on Twitter. They paid 20,000 just to sit down with. They paid 20 racks. When I see these things take place, where people are chasing BitBoy, what did BitBoy do for Pulse Chain? What has ManRan done for Pulse? You chasing Allcoin Day. You chasing all these people because naturally you want to bring attention to the chain. You want to have the attention be up there where it's propped up. Well, then not only we could be proud on multiple levels. I never got in a chain. I never got in a chain at ground zero. We're underground. We're 3 zeros. We're not even at SAC. We under SAC. We subterranean. I never got into Binance subterranean price. I never got into Ethereum subterranean, whatever other, even weirdo Solana. No chain, no chain. Forget it, Bitcoin. None of them, none of them, none of them, none of them. Here we are. We have it here, right? So what is the real issue as to why this whole thing has not gone viral yet? What does it take? Like, does it really take three? Oh, this pre-viral. Remember the early day, 2020, 2021? Oh, pre-viral. We're hearing pre-viral. This shit getting old because Bitcoin is considered old, right? Bitcoin's turned 16 years old, Genesis block tomorrow. 16 years old. It's like a teenager. January 3rd, Genesis block, 16 years old. Happy birthday, Bitcoin. Proof of keys. What is it? Proof of keys day from Trace Meyer? Genesis block? Yeah, for the Bitcoin heads, they know. It's considered old though. I used to hear about pre-viral, pre-viral, hex pre-viral, suggesting that at some point, right, millions and millions and millions of people will become aware of what we've been dealing with here. When that happens, my thing is this: it's not even about when that happens. Why hasn't that happened yet? 5 years later, hex is getting old. Yeah, because it's growing up. At some point, Pulse Chain won't be considered new tech. What am I missing here? Like, y'all keep, it's like more eyes, more eyes. 5 years of marketing. You could disrespect the paid groups. Now this is where I gotta, okay, paid groups, right? Got to give a little bone to paid. One bone out of 100. They get 99% like ashes to me. Like they get crispy burnt. I don't care about no damn paid group. But if it's about a paid group and you talking about these hex, this and that, okay, that's an effort to market. That's an effort. You wrapped all these cars, right? You supported sports teams. You had tours take place, conferences take place, international tours. Those guys from Germany came to the States. in 2021 and visited how many locales on their own dime? Wrapped buses in Europe, wrapped cars over here, touring, anniversary parties, boom, 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 popping bottles. And the best one, not even the best is subjective, but the biggest one for me in my book, like, has an own motion picture, a movie, highest of stakes. What did it take for virality to hit? What was it take? What's it take? Something's off. Something's not adding. The math isn't mathing. While life continues to life is lifing. The math isn't mathing. Something's off. Something's off. Doesn't make sense. It's deeper and deeper than rap. It's deeper than about being on the third page in Coin Market Cap. That's just another check in the list of all these types of blockages. You add that to the list. Add that to the list. But it's great work. All this money that they spent on all these endeavors, the car racing, movies, toys, merchandise, postcards, all this bread, conferences, events, parties, all this stuff. And pre-viral. I don't how when you got things that come out of nowhere. This certain network that came out of nowhere, I'm not even gonna mention its name. They came out of nowhere the last 3-4 months, came out of nowhere, and they dominating in the charts of blockchain right now. Dominating. You're like, where did these people come from? Oh, well, they have marketing budget, they have venture capitalists and this and that, and as if that's missing here. We made songs. Like I say, we made there's songs. People got music videos over here. Like, it's so comprehensive with the marketing here. It's ridiculous. DJ Cryptomatic does streams. Consistent every week. Music. People have done videos, music since the beginning. Like, how much more pre-viral can what more does it take? These are the nondescript people. All they do is whatever, and then out of nowhere you see, oh, boom, all this notoriety, all this fanfare. And under sack price. And what? Under sack price. Oh no, this is opportunity to DCA. People have been sacrificing DCAing this whole time. This is what I mean by where's the respect? We heard about the 52-week shakeout in May 2023 and May 2024. 52-week shakeout. It was BS. Because it's extended. It extended is to this day. I don't know, man. Like, I want to believe he created a good thing, but I think out of trying to create a good thing, he made a lot of people pissed off, and and they're using whatever they can to suppress and continuously suppress, because none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense, bro. And there's always efforts behind the scenes that we're not privy to, right? There's always efforts behind the scenes that we're not privy to, that we don't know. Prospect, I see you, man. Prospect of the building. Quas the kid. Conspiracy Crypto. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Oh, Cryptomatic. What's up? DJ Cryptomatic in the building too. See? 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 Happy New Year to everybody. Checks my pulse in the building. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to y'all, man. Lee in the building. I'm sorry, I didn't say what's up to Lee, man. What's up? What's up? No. Keep your eyes open, people. Don't take nothing for granted. Take nothing for granted. Bilt, Bulletproof, great work. You do your own great work. If you care about talking about these coins and doing these things, make sure what you're doing, you're doing it from a good place, right? You're doing this because in your heart, and if your heart of hearts, you feel like, yeah, it's worth your time, it's worth your energy to get involved, not because of anything else, but because it feels right for you. It feels natural. Because a lot of people are not doing that. They're doing it because they naturally grift. They're naturally liars. They're all over. Yeah. You think I care? Like, there's some good people in the community that I would see, they would like tag me on Twitter and tell me, man, every time they put up posts on, all the Hexagon streamers or Pulse Chain streamers, and some of them, like, I'm hardly ever on the list. But that don't mean anything to me. I don't do this for that. I don't do this for popularity. Again, like, I could have done a lot to focus on, I don't glaze schlong. Right? I don't talk like that, like, I don't do that. I don't chase clout. I'm not paying for no, that's not my interest. I just do what I do, been doing what I do, and keep it this way because that's what I do. And shout out to the people that have grown their channels exponentially, but only if you did it without grifting people. I respect. If you grifted people, launched coins and garbage and trash, shame on you. Forever. You have people that would talk about they would never launch a coin and have launched coins. This is the example of how humanity is filled with contradiction, imperfection, and hypocrisy. I'm no exception because I'm imperfect. I am an imperfect person. But I'm also cognizant of what I say and what I do. And I try to keep myself accountable, hold myself accountable and responsible for what I say, especially dealing with this weird Wild Wild West situation. You launching coins, you don't know what type of ramifications that's going to have for you later on in life down the line, especially when you're a public facing individual. You don't know what type of ramifications that's going to have for you. Do you think that these regulatory agencies and bodies are happy that cryptocurrency exists? Do you think they're happy that people could just launch coins and rug one another and get a quick payday? You think they're happy about that? Do you think there's not some type of efforts being made behind the scenes that we don't know about that's going to arise at some point in the future to counteract all the shit that people been doing now? But folks don't care because it's the Wild Wild West. Get it how you live. You know what I mean? You're creating currency. Like, that's not a regular situation here, right? Like, you're creating your own nickel, your own dime, your own quarter, your own $50, legal tender to go against these behemoths, these government central banking monsters. This is what you're doing though on your own time, and you think it's cool? It's cool for now because Wild Wild West. But when you're attached to these things and you publicly speaking, and people, let's say people get hurt behind your foolishness, you created a target on your back. The folks don't understand that. They think that it just stays here. No, people have long memory, long memory. And in crypto, if you are connected to any type of scam situation, rug pull, whatever, and you're on the internet with it, the internet will never let you live that down. Ever. Because that's the nature of the internet. You talk about real decentralization, like, right? You can't turn the internet on and off like that, or maybe you can, I don't know. People take the liberties and efforts to launch these coins for a dog and pony show. You launched a vanity coin that wasn't launched in your name, but you put money in the coin and then rug the liquidity. You launching this token upon this meme and that reflector and doing all kinds of stuff. Now, let me just say this too. People who launch coins that end up being good and helping people become rich, time will tell. You still got to prove your salt. Time will tell. But until then, it's quiet. It's quiet. Like, I can't, it's quiet. It's quiet for these people, man. Don't fall in this social consensus weirdo algorithm. You're here to make money like me. We're here to make money, man. And people giving referral links. Some of your popular YouTubers in this community giving referral links about a project that you're just like, huh? And the project founder, right, was ahead of another operation where people still have their money stuck in their app, that staking app. And they go and support this guy, throw 1,000 ETH that way, and that what? And then with shit on eHex. Let me say this, because this is absolute lunacy, and I'm glad I've been recording this stuff and documenting, leaving it on the internet, and it'll be on YouTube until YouTube says it's no longer on YouTube. So in the future, if anybody cares, they want to look back in history and this and that, and this 100 years from now, if YouTube even exists, or blah blah blah, they'll find that during these times, not everybody was a part of the go along, get along gang. Not everybody was a part of this weird, cabalistic, right? The cabal style of doing things. Not everyone here was a part of that. No, we support that. The backwards, hypocritical contradiction, the spirit of contradiction they embrace, versus the spirit of just holding yourself to being accountable and conviction. And if you make a mistake, own it. They're afraid to be themselves. They won't. You're on the internet. You could be whoever you want to be, and they caught in that type of virtual paradigm, that virtual reality of nonsense. We're here to make money, not fool people, not trick them out of a situation, not steal from them. But that's what these folks do. And dress it up and act like they're the best developers. They graduated from top schools, or they've been in the community for 100 years, and they should be trusted off of your dime. And you're looking at the operations that they've done. That's why I leave my content the way it is, just so whatever, man. Not everybody was a part of the schemes. Not everybody supported garbage. Not everybody supported and agreed with the founder of this ecosystem. I'm one of them. I don't agree with everything he said. I've been like that since day one. And I'm talking about since December 2nd, 2019, day one. I give him credit where it's due, but I don't agree with everything he does. Leaves too many questions, like a fucking Riddler. And you giving other people like clout indirectly, who don't deserve it, who harm the community. People who even have crazy criticism about you, Richard, have done jump ship, did other things, built other communities, and they have shit over there, but they still talk crap about you because of things that you've done, your missteps. At this point, it's just like, come on, man. Come on, bruh. You know who I gave the Riddler title to? Initially, it wasn't RH. It was your other man, the Green Team. What's the Green Team doing? How they doing? Dude started with Pulse X. Want to slide in my DMs and ask about his crypto mastermind. His crypto mastermind. And what's going on over there on Ethereum? And that's not the Ethereum that's not the token I'm telling you that got 1,000 ETH last week or whatever recently. 1,000 ETH, imagine, right? But that's nothing because, like I said, back in the days, proof of weekends, they got 85,000 ETH. Yeah, we were in the depths of DeFi for real, man. The trenches. Many of y'all don't know about that. Imagine 85,000 ETH today. The value of that. Woo! In a contract. Another one I got to see reach 30,000 ETH, 35,000 ETH. Imagine. But dude used to talk about Pulse X. Got upset at Richard, said Richard did an illegal ICO. And now you're over there talking about some fair meritocracy, fair launch. Look at what their ecosystem is going through today. Launching coins after coins after coins after coins after coins. This project after this project after this project, and what's it got to them? What's it got? What's it yielded for them? You know what people are doing now? They're talking about some foolishness that Elon Musk did by changing his name. By changing his name to some situation. That's what they talking about today. They're not even talking about people. Yo, your favorites of the favorites that was talking about Green Team. Some of your favorites of the favorites that was talking about Green Team that acted like everybody who didn't support Green Team didn't know what they were talking about. They jumped on that thing Elon is talking about right now. That's a fact. Some of your favorites in this community. Mix. I see you. Salute. Happy New Year. Some of your favorites in this community that was supporting that Green Team Riddler, all them tokens over there on Ethereum. They don't talk about their tokens over there on Ethereum anymore. You wonder why? I wonder why. What's the conviction? But want to disrespect Maxis because Maxis called them out. You know what dude is into now? Some of your favorites, the favorites, you know what they're into? They're into the thing that Elon Musk changed his name for yesterday. He changed his name into some weird stuff that people got going on right now, yo. Starting with a K. Weird. Hey, you want to make your money. But that's this. That's what we got here. That's it, right? Yeah. Yeah. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody, man. Listen, good people, stay strong. Remain vigilant. Don't fall for the tricks. Okie doke. This is not the time for it anymore. I don't care if the person, you know what I mean? What I don't listen, man. Listen, man. I don't want you to lose. Why? Why would I want you to experience loss in crypto? That's not what I want. I want you to position yourself in a way where you reduce risk. Be smart. Yeah, I like the core coins, but you know, the core coins are not the only coins that exist in cryptocurrency. Be smart. Be smart. Folks mess up. If you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're an adult, man up. Just man up. I don't care about clean butts and bidets you did, even though that was a great gesture for your beloved loved one. That's fire. You want to make sure that the cheeks are clean. That's great. Take accountability for where you fall short too, though. I respect you more because there's a lot of shortcomings that occurred too, and I'm not going into that. I let the people do the research and figure it out, and if that matters to you, it's whatever. But we here still. We here still. I was told, like I said, about some 2021, 55, 55. And guess what I did? 55, 55. I mean, 37, 38, 39, 20, 20, 37, 38, 39. Like, and it better make sense. It better make sense. That's belief. That's conviction. That's commitment. That's trying to, right? Put your money where your mouth is. And I don't need kudos from anybody. I don't need that. That's not what makes me tick. That doesn't give me the drive to do this. I do this because I love it. I enjoy this. I don't play these games. I made songs about 55, 55. Not because I was trying to grift you, make you believe I'm a Hexagon. Meanwhile, I'm launching a sacrifice project. I'm launching a coin so you could buy into whatever I'm selling you. I wasn't selling you any paid groups, riffraff, trash. And I support capitalism. Get your profit, but don't hurt the people. That's when you know it's just like, yeah, nah, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Weirdo battles took place this whole last year, man. May listen, moving forward in the future, I'm gonna say, moving forward in the future, don't disrespect history. Don't disrespect yourself by ignoring and pretending like certain things you were privy to did not occur. Don't remain blind. Don't remain blind. Because then you'll be blindsided by a situation. And you would do that to yourself. You got nobody to blame but yourself. It's a wild, wild west for real, man. Safe it up, people. Be well. Take care, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. But wait a minute. It's the truth. The truth only comes one way. You could lie a million ways, but the truth, right? One form. And it's not always comfortable to hear the truth. You think when my loved ones tell me about certain truths that I take it like it's easy? No, it's not a easy pill to swallow. It's not. You know, I just find it crazy that these bigger projects like Titanus or others are all launching on Ethereum with these fees and all. And yeah. You know, and then, you know, Big Smock says, and only the whales. You see, this is what I'm saying. Like, is these games, I agree with Smock right here. It's these games that people play that they've been playing. Just like they're playing on Pulse Chain. They're like, up, not, oh, you going up? You going up a little bit to sack price? 0.00099? Oh, 0.00011? Dump, no, get back down. No, get back down. No, get back. Stupid. I'm telling you, he created a lot of enemies, man. At our expense. Like, that's not cool. It's not cool. Dude created a lot of enemies where folks just said, you know what, I give up. You small fish, because you're not playing Richard Hart's game. So when I say you small fish, I'm not talking about us like here. I'm talking about these other people that figured out a way to just, create their own operations and try to show Richard how it's done. Because these projects you mentioned here, DJ Cryptomatic, it's like, it's you showing Richard, them showing Richard how it's done. You in competition. That's it. Prove me wrong, right? They're in competition. It's like, oh no, you're gonna do this and do that, and it's gonna be on Ethereum. That's how much disdain. They'll tell you, oh no, Ethereum, that's where the money is at. That's where the eyes are at. That's where there's a volume. Right? What happened to Pulse Chain? And these guys know about Pulse because they were dealing with Richard before they decided to create their own whatever, right? Come on, bro. But you're gonna go to Ethereum. Why? Why? Oh no, that's where the money is at, the volume, recognition and all this foolish. No, you just mad. Why so much vitriol? And look at what Ethereum is doing for your people, for your community, your supporters. They don't even care. It's nasty. It's nasty work. It's nasty work, yo. I tell you, this continues, bro. Like I tell you, people, this continue. Like it's just what it is. It feel like we still in the bear. For us, we in a bear. Pulse chain, everything, like the core coins or whatever hex, Pulse chain, but we're in a bear still, bro. It's not bull. The market might be in a bull, Bitcoin 95, 96K for sure. Ethereum got a little push going on, today, I guess. But us, nah. And for what reason? For what reason? They're quick to throw 1,000 ETH to some nondescript token with a referral, BitConnect style situation. Referral. I just have an aversion when I hear referral links. I just have an extreme aversion. It reminds me of the lending platforms of 2017 with the referral links and proof of weak hand days. Hourglass. I have an aversion to that. But we'll shit on EHEX because Richard Hart said on March 11th, the market chosen. He said it for the second time because initially he said it in August of 23. Oh, the market looks like the market chose. Then March 11th of last year, you want to put the death knell, damn near nuke your entire ecosystem by issuing that tweet. And then last month, as recent as last month, you will see a post on Twitter, and I spoke about this the other day, where he's highlighting how Hex was one of the top 5 coins traded on MetaMask. Not P-Hex, E-Hex. The wishy-washy flip-flop situation is maddening. It's crazy. And coming from him too. The foolishness starts from the top, trickles all the way down to the bottom, yo. That has to change. That has to change. Don't say be better and not include yourself in that equation. Don't say be better. Everybody got to be better, this and that, and you don't hold yourself accountable and become better. Folks looking for something exciting and new and stuff like that. They looking like Hex is old tech. That's what's been said. Big Smock, you already know. You already know. We've heard that. We've heard that. We've heard that. We've heard 2-3 years ago, Hex was considered old tech. How about that, right? Yeah. And Pulse Chain approaching 2 years. Now, 2 years, okay. You can't say it's brand new. World's largest free airdrop. Yeah, it's a year and a half narrative. It's not catching fire. It's not catching fire. When's the virality going to stuff? I'm not gonna repeat my more eyes though. More eyes. It's if it wasn't for EHEX, we wouldn't be where we are today, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna forget an old friend. I mean, is that cringe, that weird? You can't shit on Vitalik either. Like, you know what I mean? Like if it wasn't for Vitalik, Ethereum, and his co-founders, we wouldn't be where we are today, man. He wouldn't have been able to put his stamp, his foothold in this space by saying he launched a Ethereum derivative called Hex that reached 10,000x in 623 days. And you want to say, oh, this is not a contentious fork. It's more of a friendly fork because you're trying to lessen the load off of Ethereum by creating a native state copy. Consistently begging Ethereum bros to go over there to Pulse Chain, and Ethereum bros have not gone over there in over a year and a half. People are having arguments, discussions, and debates about all these PRC copies, but we don't see no love coming from Ethereum, Ethereum projects creating front ends, user interfaces on Pulse side of things and bridging anything. Why is that? Because SEC smoke? Because Interpol smoke? Or because Richard Hart cringe ways? Or is it all the above? Or the community riffraff? What are we waiting for? Don't talk to me about early days. This thing moves rapidly. He said, send the link so you could join. I hear you, brother. Listen, another day. Maybe, you know what? I might send a link. You know, if all things considered, like, it's been a while since I sent a link, Smart. You know what I mean? Maybe tomorrow, if all things, you know, I could probably do that tomorrow. You know what I mean? Send a link and we chop it up. Because it's about time, right? It's about time we chop it up. I mean, like, at least get a sentiment from your feel from the people. You know, get a perspective, different perspectives and stuff like that. Because, you know, I enjoy doing that too. That's why I do this. Not for y'all to just hear old man talk. You know what I'm saying? But listen, we gonna get through this. We have to get through this, but we eyes wide open, calling out the nonsense. We eyes wide open, not playing with anything and anybody out here, because no one's gonna respect our bread more than us. You know? I tell you, man, no one's gonna respect our money better than we are. Let's remain vigilant. Like I always say, this is supposed to be exciting. It's supposed to be fun, groundbreaking, and it is. But again, it seemed like the community has been the chain's worst enemy. And I think Richard Hart is suffering some type of disconnection. He acts like he knows, but based on nah, based on things he's posted and said, nah, he's not as familiar. He doesn't have his finger on the pulse, pun intended, like I thought he did with his community and the goings on the goings on. Nah, because if he did, he wouldn't necessarily be like, "Yo, you guys doing great work." Maybe some people in the community are, some as far as maybe even some sub communities that launch their own coins. Maybe they're doing good work, but they're overshadowed with trash. Until next time, folks, be well.